2 weeks of lavish food, luxury in the Mexican Riviera. I spent the last 2 weeks healing with fresh fruits and vegetables and really good quality meat. We're going to talk about this and the last week of radiation therapy on the Fit for Any Battle podcast. Welcome to the Fit for Any Battle podcast. My name is Richard Bagdonas. I am the author of Fit for Any Battle and the maker of the Fit for Any Battle mobile app called FitFab that's available in both the iOS and the Android stores. I am coming to you 2 weeks and 3 days after my last radiation therapy appointment. That's right, I'm done. And I had that appointment in the morning. And then that afternoon, I left and spent 2 weeks in Mexico with fresh fruits and vegetables, wonderful meats, and a very relaxed and stress-free vacation to recover. I may look like I've got a little bit of a tan. I did pick up another haircut while I was down there, and it was extremely helpful to do so. I came to Mexico with diarrhea. Normally, people leave Mexico with diarrhea. That may be a supposition of mine. However, it has been the case several times. In fact, that's how we found my lymphoma the first time. The Mexican diet is one that actually is a lot cleaner than we have here in the US. The access to fruits that are fresh off the vine. The vegetables are amazing. And if you haven't had mashed potatoes or potatoes in Mexico, they're just a little different down there. In my view, they're just a little better. It's not as though they use a lot of pesticides and other things. They're just using what is working for thousands of years down there. Their climate is such that fresh fruits grow pretty much on every street. You can walk down a street and find mangoes, or you can find papayas or lemons and oranges and avocados and all sorts of things. So I spent 2 weeks just letting my body come back to normal. And the first week, it took me 1 week to get rid of the diarrhea and the inflammation that I had in my system from that last radiation therapy appointment. You also may notice that my hair has come back in full force. My beard is a lot thicker, and I'm just feeling good all around. So I took 2 weeks off. I did a lot of swimming while I was there, and I did a lot of walking and climbing while I was there. However, what I didn't do was a lot of weightlifting. I did a little bit, but now that I'm back from vacation, now that my body is fully centered, everything is rocking and rolling, I'm going to start a new therapy treatment called cold plunge therapy before the gym, hot sauna after the gym, and then a morning workout in between those two. So that way I start my day refreshed. So let's listen to this word from our sponsor, and then we'll get back into telling you what is going on for this coming week. You know, going through prostate cancer is really tough. It's been one of the most challenging things that I have had to go through in my medical career. The problem is that everybody in my support group wants to reach out and check in on me from time to time. However, what that means is a lot of text messages, a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, and then people are posting on Twitter and Facebook and other places where I'm just not going to these days. That's where Update Everyone comes in. With Update Everyone, they assign me a telephone number. That telephone number is something that I can have people subscribe to by just sending the message hi to that phone number. The way that I got it to them is I sent an email out, or I responded to people that contacted me and said, hey, by the way, send a message hi to this number and you'll be subscribed to my updates. Then each time something changes, maybe I have a new therapy treatment that I have happen, or something is not feeling right, I can send a message to that phone number by sending a text message to it. And the system sends an individual text message to each person that's subscribed. What this means is I only have to go to one place, send one message, and it gets to every single person. And the beauty on the other side is people don't have to have an app. They don't have to go somewhere. The message just shows up in their text messages. And if they reply, it doesn't go to anyone else. it doesn't even come directly to me. It goes to Update Everyone, and then I log in and I can see all the nice text messages that people have sent me. So if I'm looking for that inspiration of, man, I'm not feeling good today, I just need some, words of encouragement, I can go on the updateeveryone.com site, look on the messages that people have sent, and regain that sense of purpose and that strength that I need for my support group. So be sure to check out updateeveryone.com and sign up today. Thanks to Update Everyone for sponsoring this podcast. Through the Update Everyone system, I keep everybody updated that is paying attention to what's going on with my health. I was super excited to let them know that I had finished my final radiation appointment. And then, out of town, off to the wild blue yonder in Mexico, and coming back, I have a new sense of purpose, and that is to strengthen my body. The surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation all took its toll. Thankfully, I'm in fairly good health still. I'm shocked. I was really worried what it was going to look like at the end of radiation therapy, because back in January, in the early parts where I still hadn't had my first chemotherapy appointment, it looked like a very large uphill battle. And it turned out that chemotherapy was tough. However, it was possible to get around the side effects with a ton of working out. Radiation, on the other hand, caused me to have my intestinal system, my GI tract, all messed up for 2 months. It was really difficult to get into the gym and work out. And so I did a lot of resting. Now that my body has finished those treatments, we're going to start with a modified Fit for Any Battle workout program. Starting when I wake up, I'm going to jump into our cold plunge, which we have set at 35 degrees. I'll probably start it out at 45 degrees since I haven't jumped into it in a while. And then we're going to work our way down slowly but surely. Starting this week, we'll have it at 45 degrees. And then every week, I'm going to move it down 1 degree. So that way, it's kind of like boiling a frog in reverse. We just continue to make it colder and colder. Then I'm going to go to the gym, because I'm going to the gym without any sort of inflammation. I am going to have proper nutrition going into it. I'm going to keep myself well hydrated. And getting back into the gym, I'm maintaining the weights that I cut to 50% during radiation treatment. I'm going to stick with those levels and work back up from there. It's the best thing to get my joints acclimated to working out again, my muscles fired up and ready to go. And it should provide me a really nice daily lift to my mood. Coming back home, I'll have the infrared sauna already heated up. And once I get back from the gym, I'm going to jump into the sauna and sweat for a little bit, continue that cardiovascular journey and exercise routine, and then pop into the shower, start work each day, rocking and rolling. I'm back. And I cannot thank you enough for following my journey. This was a tough one. The original immunotherapy treatment that I received was cakewalk. It was like they were giving me just water in my body. I'd go and I'd ride bikes and I'd work out, and I was a beast through the lymphoma, specifically mantle cell lymphoma. But prostate cancer is quite different. The treatments aren't as modern. There is no immunotherapy. They're either scalpel jockeys removing your prostate, or they're going in and irradiating your prostate. But then if they do that, it's kind of like a mush in there when they get in there later if they have to. So with me, they went the full course of removing my prostate back in early December. January, I started the chemotherapy treatments. And then after those 6 chemotherapy treatments, I started doing daily radiation therapy. And now I'm done. If you are struggling yourself with prostate cancer and you need some resources, please email me. I'm Richard at fitforannybattle.com. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll be back to you with additional content.